Hey, Deputy Terry here with you, and today I wanted to just touch base on crimping rifle rounds and a mistake I made that I want to tell you about so you won't make it. I have this Lee die, and it has these are actually well respected by people that have all kinds of reloading equipment, is the Lee factory crimp. And inside is a collet, which is basically, it's a spring. It's a piece of metal that has 4 cuts in it. And as you compress it, the leaves get smaller. And that applies the crimp to the round. And like there, you can see. And by turning this knob, you can adjust the strength of the crimp. Now, you know, with springs, as you compress them, the more force they want to, the applied force, the spring wants to rebound back to where it was. So part of what you feel is going to be a little bit of the spring when you engage the spring, and then the other part is how much it actually is crimping on your brass. And so it's really a subjective thing, and I found that what I did is I adjusted the collet to where it was too tight and gripped the neck of the cartridge too much. And I had accidentally seated a cartridge for the overall length. It was too short in the case, and so I took it out to the garage and put it in the vise very carefully, took a pair of channel locks and pulled the bullet out. And to my surprise, there was like this huge crater all the way around the bullet, you know, a big valley, if you will. And if you put your hand around it, it would, you know, it would want to cut your skin because there's so many sharp edges. And basically that bullet was ruined and would never even, wouldn't make a group at all. It'd be flying out on the paper. And I did like 25 of them, and basically, well, just be warm-up cartridges, I guess, from now on. But I started thinking, like, how do I tell when the crimp is too much? And so I decided to just do a mark anywhere on the top of this. And when I did it in pencil before and wiped it off, but I decided to go ahead and do it with a Sharpie. So now I've got a mark here. And so when I originally make contact with the neck, I decided to just start doing real small turns, like maybe from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock to start with, and go very slowly. And I'm not going by the visual marks anymore. I'm going with something a little more scientific. Is I'm measuring the neck with some, you can get these calipers, anywhere. They measure down to 1/1000 and a half. And where's my demonstrator? Oh, here it is, it fell over. So what I'm doing now is I'm measuring the neck down there, and then I'm moving it up right with the little sharp teeth, right up where the crimp is. And now I'm getting like 1/1000 and a half crimp. And I like that. That's much better than this like 4,000th crimp, which ruined a bunch of the bullets, the cartridges. So now I did this batch this morning. These are 100 grain VST, Varmint VT and they're 100 grain. I call these like Wile E. Coyote chasers. And I just, instead of relying on the marks, I just put after I crimped it, I measured it, it was like 1/1000. And when you look, you cannot see a machine mark on there like you can on this one. You can see the machine mark all the way around from where the leaves of that collet just like crushed it. And hopefully it didn't ruin the brass. But that's it for today. And I appreciate it. I can't think of anything more other than to show you. Oh yeah, well, there is one more thing. When you have the bullet up in there, you can see it comes out. You can see the tip of the bullet sticking out right here. So when you start adjusting down and it makes contact with around your case, the neck, see if you can turn it, you know. If you can't turn it, it's got a good grip on there. And my suggestion is you take that little mark up there and you go from like a 6 to an 8 o'clock. And just use that and see how much of a crimp that gives you and measure it with the caliper. And I think you're going to be really pleasantly surprised instead of trying a 180-degree turn all the way around over here and possibly ruining your cartridge. Just go slow, take it easy, and do small increments and measure with your calipers and get the bullet, the cartridge that you want. So that's it for today, and I hope that helps you out. And today's Labor Day weekend, and for all the people that get up and go to work every day, I thank you. I appreciate what you do, and we'll see you next time. Thurkestrakamanemer.